Okay, so this we'll finish off that example and do the second part of this video. So the first part, we did the calculations to find out the two confidence intervals. We worked out that guys were between 163, what was that? 163.6. Okay, they're between 163.6 and 174.4. Okay, so somewhere in there, the females' true median was somewhere between 172 and 181. So again, we can see that there's an overlap of about 2. Now, as soon as we have any kind of overlap, and it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 100 or 0.1 or anything, as soon as there's an overlap, we have to come to the same conclusion. And that's that we can't be sure which is which. So in our conclusion, we know that the two ICIs overlap. Okay, overlap. And the decision that comes with that, as there is an overlap of the ICIs, I cannot infer, you don't have to capitalize it on your investigation, but infer back in the population of, and then this was Hamilton people, of Hamilton, that there is a difference between the medians and what was this exercise? What were we talking about here? Population height. Interesting. A difference between the median heights of males and females. Okay. So again, this is just based on the data. Based on the data, we can't tell. You know, like for a sample, maybe if we had a larger sample, that would suck these ICIs a little bit closer, so that they wouldn't have the overlap, right? Because definitely the medians are one is bigger than the other. But given our small number, and I suppose that's mainly what we're falling victim to is our small number, 18 and 21, we can't tell that there's a difference. Okay. Now, in this one for Egyptian crocodiles, again, it's a similar type of situation. You're going to have to calculate. We calculate what the groups are, and then we'll go through and see if they overlap or not. Okay. So what I'll do is pause the video here, and then we'll come. Okay. So we went ahead and filled in some of the numbers there just to save some time, because we only have a 10-minute limit on these videos. Looking at this, the median was 70, right, for the group A of these Egyptian crocodiles. IQR, I take the UQ 79 minus the LQ 57. So that's my IQR, 11.5. There's 21 again, just like the one up above. Square root of 21 is 4.6. Okay, finding my margin of error, I plug in those numbers. 1.5 times my IQR, 11.5, divided by 4.6, and I get basically rounded 3.8. Okay, so when I look at my confidence interval, again, from either side of your median, either side, you're going to go 3.8. So if I add 3.8, I get 73.8. If I subtract, I get 66.2. Okay, so that's my ICI for the group A, the type of crocodile. When I look at the next one, again, I find the median. I subtract the UQ minus the LQ to get 17. The number in the survey was 18, and the square root of that rounds to 4.2. I insert those numbers into my equation. 1.5 times the the IQR, divided by the square root of how many we have, the 4.2, I get 607, which rounds to 6.1. So again, I go to either side of the median by that amount, right? That's my error, my, give or take 6.1. So if I plus, I get 69.6, and if I do a takeaway, I get what, 57.4, 57.4. So there, that group, the true median is going to be somewhere in that range. So when I look at it again, I will have an overlap. Okay, so looking at the comparison, the two ICIs overlap. ICIs overlap. And the implication of that, if they overlap, then I cannot infer back in the population that there is a difference, right? I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying that I can't tell if there's a difference or not. I don't have enough evidence. Okay, so because the ICIs overlap, again, I cannot infer back in the population of, in this case, it was Egyptian alligators. I don't actually know how much Egyptian alligators weigh. Actually, they're crocodiles. That group A has different median weight than group B. Now again, in this case, you actually had group A and group B, but if it was like, Southern Nile crocodiles have a different median weight than, Northern Nile ones, then you would write that in, okay? Not just group A, group B. Okay, so I hope that helps. In the next video, we'll show you how you can use NZ Grapher to also give you these ICI measurements instead of the calculations. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, good luck, everyone.